Edwin H. Sutherland, Dean of the Modern Criminology and also a father of American criminology, coined the word white-collar crimes, differential association theory, defined criminology together with Donald Tracy. Okay. Criminology's RA 6506. Any person who graduate of degree of criminology who has passed the examination for criminologists and is registered such as by the Board of Examiner of the Professional Regularization Commission or PRC, origin of the word criminology. Etiology of crime. Criminal etiology. The scientific analysis of cases of crime and criminal behavior. Etiology means an origin, root, cause. 3. Penology. Penal science. The study of control and crimes and rehabilitation of offender. Is criminology a science? According to George Welker, criminology cannot turn into a science since it has not yet attained universal or worldwide validity. Edwin H. Sutherland, the Dean of the Modern Criminology, hoped that it will become a science in the future since its causes of crimes are almost some which mean biological, environmental, or combination of the two natures. Okay. Natures of criminology san. First, it is a social science because it studies crimes as a social phenomenon. Crime as a social problem which has a great impact in society. Number 2, it is an applied science because criminology as a body of knowledge has already established universally accepted in principle and concept, and these are used by other field of the study. Number 3, it is a nationalistic because by the study of criminology takes into consideration the history, the culture and social norms, and the law of country. Each country has its own set of law. Crimes are defined by the laws of country. Number 4, it is dynamic because the concept of criminology and their application adapt in changing time. Scope in the study of criminology. First, number 1, study of origin and development of crime law. Number 2, study and causes of crime and development of criminals. Number 3, study of other sciences that examine criminals' behavior using scientific methods such as a criminal demography. Study of relationship between criminality and population. B. Criminal epidemiology. The study of relationship between environment and criminality. C. Criminal ecology. The study of criminality in relation to the distribution in community. D. Criminal physical anthropology. The study of criminality in relation physical constitution of men. E. Criminal psychology. The study of human behavior in relation criminality. And F. Criminal psychiatry. The study of human mind and relation of criminality. And lastly, victimology. The study of the role of victim and commission of a crime. Okay. School of Thought and Criminology. First, school of thought refers to a group of belief that ideas support a specific theory. The first theory is demonological theory. Asserts a person commit wrongful act due to the fact that he was possessed by demons. 2. Classical School of Criminology. The classical of criminology argue out of a reaction against the Barhabic system of law, punishment, and justice extended. There was a rule system of criminal justice in Europe. It's just time. Some crimes were specific, some were not. Judge has discretionary power to convict a person for an act not even legally defined as a criminal. So good day everyone. I am UMAMBAC ROMEL and I have a discussion about criminology. According to Edwin H. Sutherland, criminology is the entire body of knowledge regarding crime as a social phenomenon. It's included within its scope and process of making of laws and of breaking of laws and society reaction towards the breaking of laws. A body of knowledge regarding crimes, criminals, the effort of society to prevent, repress them. The scientific study of cases of crime relation to man and society who set and define rules and regulation himself and others of govern other definition. Criminology explores the etiology, origin, extent, nature of crime in a society. Criminologists are concerned at identifying the nature and extent and cause of crime. Cesar Lombroso, recognized as the father of modern and empirical criminology, due to his application of modern scientific method to trace criminal behavior. However, most of his ideas are now discredited. Inspired by Charles Darwin's theory of evolution, he claimed that criminals are distinguishable from non-criminal due to the presence of atavistic stigmata and crimes committed by those who are born with certain recognizable heredity traits. Lombroso's work supported the idea that criminal was biologically and psychologically inferior person. According to him, there are three classes of criminals. First is born criminals, individuals with at least 5 atavistic stigmata. B. Insane criminal, those who become a criminals because of some brain defect, problems which affect their ability to understand and differentiate what is right from what is wrong. Criminaloid, those with make up of an ambiguous group of includes habitual criminals, criminals by passion, and other diverse type. Enrico Ferri, he focused his study on the influence of psychological factors and sociological factors such as economics and politics and crimes. He believes that criminals could not be held morally responsible because they did not choose to commit crimes but rather were driven to commit crimes by condition in their lives. Advocate the theory of imputability and the denial of the free will in 1878. He emphasized the factors such as number 1, physical factors including the geographical, climate, temperature, etc. Number 2, the anthropological factors including the psychological factors. And number 3, the social factors including the economics and political factors such as well as age, sex, and education, religion. Rafael Garofalo, he treated the roots of the criminal behavior not to physical features but their physical equivalent, which he referred to as moral anomalies. He rejected the doctrine of free will. There are four classified criminal. Number 1, murderer, motivated by revenge. Number 2, violent criminal, committed violent crimes. Number 3, deficient criminals, committed crimes against properties. Number 4, lastly, lascivious criminals, committed crimes against chastity and other sexual crime. Holy Tree in Criminology, or Goro Fellow. Number 1, Rafael Garfolo. Number 2, Enrico Ferre. And number 3, Rafael Cesar Lambroso. Jeremy Bentham in 1748 to 1832. His contribution to a classical school of criminology is the concept of utilitarianism, the philosophic calculus, proposed utilitarian hedonism, which explained that person always act in such as a way to seek pleasure and avoid pain. Founded the concept of utilitarianism, assumed that all our actions are calculated in accordance with their likelihood of bringing pleasure and pain. Devised the pseudo-mathematical formula called philosophic calculus, which state that the individuals are human calculators who put all the factors into equation in order to decide whether the particular crime is worth committing or not. He reasoned that in order to deter individuals from committing crimes, the punishment or pain must be greater than satisfaction or pleasure he would against to committing the crimes. Utilitarianism. Other refers into as a greatest happiness principle of, or the principle of utility, from the principle of Bentham formulated and philosophic calculus. Philosophic calculus, or the pleasure and pain principle, is the theory that proposes the individuals calculate the consequences of his action by weighting the pleasure gain, the pain suffering he would be deriving from doing the action. Neoclassical criminology. The theory modified the doctrine of free will by stating that free will of men may be affected by the other factors crimes have committed due to some compelling reason. The previl disguises and pathology, incompetence, insensitivity, or any condition that will make impossible for the individuals to exercise free will entirely. In the study of legal provision, this is termed as either mitigating or exempting circumstances. Positives in Italian School of Criminology. The terms of positivism refers to a method of analysis based on the calculation of observation scientific fact. Positivist believes that cases of behavior can be measured and observed. It demands for facts and scientific proof, thus changing the study of crime and criminals into scientific approach. Positive theory were the first to claim the importance of looking individuals' difference among criminals. These theories so concentrated on individuals and structures of a person's state that people are passive and controlled, whose behavior are imposed upon them biological and environmental factors. Auguste Comte was a French philosopher and sociologist